call them chopsticks, cause they gonna chop.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. On one sideline, a look at the Lions head coach. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. Across the field, the head coach of the Eagles. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And away we go at the link. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, play action. Finds a man, right side. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season in the NFL.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
They finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Throwing off the play fake. All in left side. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be third down.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches. They really make tight ends a hot balloon favorite.
Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Go play action on first down. That one's complete. Amarion Hampton. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Completed to his running back. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got Hampton underneath. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles.
He's going to throw it again. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 4
throw, do a nice route and catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's good.
He'll come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
Second and 10.
This time it's a passing play. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Third and long for him here. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. They'll begin his return from the 11. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First down now, ball at the 33. Blown back, gets the handoff. Keeps away from one. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stretch. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offense is set. This is second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Lions.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. For big yards on the right side. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. 25 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the red zone now. Ryan right side. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Just a yard left to go on second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Blowing back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Back now, pressure coming. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. They call pass on second and goal. He will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now. as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to the link right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at second and pretty short. Dropping back to throw. He can run it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
Running it with Hampton. Into the second level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he reports his first interception of our season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Offense is set. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 31.
Right up the gut. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Back to throw now. Completed right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
A tight end in motion now.
Line.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Escapes the defender. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Number 27.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard
He's going to throw it. And he's got it. It's in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish for 6 points.
PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. Who set it down to inside the 35?
And the Lions first down.
They're going play action. Gets his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Quickly out to the right. Complete. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Lions first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down, Detroit.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
13 yards on the play. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Intended for number
After
8.
the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Sticking to the air here. Completed to his running back. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Complete to number 27. That's a gain of
Throwing
8.
now on 3rd and 2. Finds his back complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down to that 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. They've got to regroup for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Motioning left is their running back. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Jump off, caught by his back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
A 2-yard
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. Complete out to the right. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime anytime you score points right before the final frame. And for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. They're going to track him down. But a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Lions and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Throwing now on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
48-yard line.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Likely our last play of the half, so they're leaving the offense out there. Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on their NFC West rivals, the 49ers. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Niners run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And here's the running back for the visiting team. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Raiders come away with a 4-point victory. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Lions and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this. First down, play action. Complete here to Hampton. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake.
It's 2nd and 8.
And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
8 yards to go.
Throw here, third down. Finds him over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
An 8-yard gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Taken down at the 14-yard
Last run,
line.
not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second
Brings up
down.
2nd and 9.
They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
To number 80. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now on third down. Lobs this deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Starts the return at the 34. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's complete inside the 35. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
At the 31-yard line.
They go play action on first down. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up there. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
The Lions readying for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8.
At their own 8-yard
The
line.
Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Heads out on the bootleg. Caught by his back. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18.
That's good.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's complete, right side. And this is brought to a stop at that same 34-yard line there. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Now behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they come, second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Number 26. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
No throw. Third and long. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Eagles first down.
Throwing now off the play action. It's his running back. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They are throwing it again. He's got it over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
26. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 4-yard
He's
line.
going to throw it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
7-yard loss.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Third down from the gun. He brings it in. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up fourth down.
To number 82.
Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. Pretty automatic look for him from the left.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first. It only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Second and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Hampton. Fights his way through a tackle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Now looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
Hampton now up the middle. Jukes away from one. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground.
10 more yards. Brought down just shy of the goal line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. It's Hampton on second. Good defensive stand here, and they push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates confusion.
And you can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And that will make it a field goal game.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On first down, they'll run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Lions offense returning to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds a man right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Looking to throw here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Lions have a 1st down. Here's a throw. Complete here to Hinton. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
With a gun, here's Hampton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to Hampton. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. That's run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll go play action. It is caught left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He's back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st down. A gain of 15. And the Lions 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Hits him on the out route. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Back to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Looking to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Finds a seam down the middle. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have taken the lead late. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They said everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. You're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point upcoming. Missed to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Lions and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Third and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third
Now to throw.
and 2.
That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 10. First
He'll
down.
look to throw it. Gets him on the in route. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37.
Detroit Lions. First down.
And he spikes it to stop the clock just before we reach that 40-second mark. Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. Second and 10. Pass play coming here. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down. To throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball. These are the moments, Kate, where you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll give it to him inside. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut. this run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
The 28-yard line.
Another carry for him. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be third down. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those two series, it is next score wins. Will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. We'll take this at the 10. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. First throw of overtime. Into the hands of Franklin. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Second down, looking for options. Looking right, and he finds him. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Will be yard at most there, and it's second down.
Up second and 8.
Back to the well again. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles claim a 6-point lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But as a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary if he just made him pay.
Setting up to try the point after. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime.
Lions, 27.
Challenge has been laid down, partner, and it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that's out of bounds, almost across the 45, very nearly to midfield. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Now it's his turn in overtime. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They'll look to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back because he's adept.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the fourth sack of the game, Brock, brings up fourth down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Big moment here in OT. The offense staying out on fourth. They're going to try to throw for it. Get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap.